was very nervous knowing that Leslie was in the audience, mainly because I wanted her to love the show, of course. I was nervous for, obviously myself personally, I'm playing her role. I was very nervous for Act 1. By Act 2, I'd settled down a bit. By the ballet, I was super charged and actually maybe went slightly over the top. The next day I got many notes saying, maybe you should calm down on this bit. And I was like, I'm sorry, I was just so excited knowing that she was here.
I was very thrilled. I had tears in my eyes when the curtain opened because I thought it was so evocative of Paris at the end of the war. I thought it was superbly done. And then when the story developed, I was thrilled to recognize the same songs, the same story, and the fabulous dancing.
There was an energy in the cast that I think was different than any other show. We've done 300, 400 shows now, and there was a liveliness about it, and a mystery, because, you know, here's this woman who created this part 50, 60 years ago, and she's here in our audience, and when someone's recreating it, it was like having history. How they say history recreates itself, and it was as if we were alive to see the history being recreated.
It's like even bigger than opening night. It felt there was such an authenticity and a truth and a freshness to all of the material that doing it for the lady who originated it, also knowing that she was in Paris at the time of this show and lived through the occupation, there was just it just like deepened it for us, which was a really great experience to have like 10 months into a run, you know?
And she is such a glorious, interesting, enigmatic, luminous human being that we were all terribly excited about doing a wonderful job for her. And several of us, including me, messed up my lines because I was so nervous. I was nervous.
This is actually our second meeting. So she came to see the show on Tuesday, and then this week I've got to spend a lot of time with her, which has just been amazing, and finding, she's got such a personality and she's so youthful and an amazingly sharp memory. All these incredible stories that she tells of Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly, Audrey Hepburn, Rudolph Nureyev.
And I thought to myself, Gene Kelly, Vincent Minnelli, and the producer would have been so thrilled to see this show, and so proud to think that the work they did is not lost, not forgotten, but renewed with this new wonderful production.
I was excited to perform for her. I knew she was coming. I knew I loved her as a kid and in multiple films, but I didn't know what it was going to be like actually in the moment, because it suddenly hit me that all these people we grew up loving and all these MGM, this golden age of movie musicals, and Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly and Judy Garland, like I didn't meet any of them, and I just sort of took that was a given, like oh, that's how it is. But then all of a sudden someone is actually still around and still so vibrant and still so elegant and with it, and she's in our audience, like watching us do the show that catapulted her to movie stardom.
It felt like another opening night. You have someone who is probably the only one from the film who is going to have the opportunity to see this and to have it be one of the stars of the show. There's a heightened obligation to do it justice. We go out on stage every night, we give 110%, but there's this, I hope she likes it.
I think people were most excited about that opening ballet because it's not really from the film, and it touches on the occupation and sort of Paris's recovery after World War II, and hearing that Leslie had lived through a lot of that stuff in Paris, I think we just were excited to present that to her. I mean, we were excited to present the whole show, and then thank God she liked it.
It's a new revival for us, for me. I'm afraid the last one, because there was Nina Foch, but I think she's gone. But it just is absolutely wonderful to know that not only does the film still live, but it's created children or grandchildren, and it's alive and well.